President of the Republic of South Africa.
It's been a long walk to freedom, as former President Nelson Mandela once said. It all began with him taking office after the country attained its freedom from the oppressive apartheid government.
I, Nelson Mandela, do hereby swear to be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
In his acceptance speech, Mandela said, South Africans had entered into a covenant that they shall build a society in which all South Africans, both black and white, will be able to walk tall. A statement that made a commitment that South Africa was going to make immense changes and unify to show the world what the nation could truly do in order to become a land of hope.
Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another and suffer the indignity of being the skunk of the world.
In 1999, the ANC registered a convincing victory in the national elections. Thabo Mbeki became the country's second president after Mandela, appointed unanimously by Parliament and inaugurated at the ceremony held at the Union Buildings. The ceremony was attended by various international dignitaries. In his acceptance speech, the country's second head of state said the country had been pulled out of the abyss and placed on the pedestal of hope.
As the sun continues to rise to banish the darkness of the long years of colonialism and apartheid, what the new light of our land must show is a nation diligently at work to create a better life for itself.
Following the recall of President Mbeki in September 2008, Kgalema Motlanthe was appointed interim president. Motlanthe had agreed to take charge at a time when the ANC was deeply divided, as the battle between Mbeki and Jacob Zuma reached fever pitch.
Mine is not the desire to deviate from what is working. It is not for me to reinvent policy, nor do I intend to reshape either cabinet or public service. We will not allow that the work of government be interrupted. We will not allow the stability of our democratic order to be compromised.
Before the eyes of the world.
In came Jacob Zuma into office after the ANC's victory in the 2009 elections. Zuma promised to bring stability, spoke of, amongst other things, creating an inclusive economy aimed at creating jobs and providing opportunities for all, especially the youth.
We make a commitment here and now, before the eyes of the world, that for as long as there are South Africans who die from preventable diseases, for as long as there are workers who struggle to feed their families, we shall not rest, and we dare not falter.
Cyril Ramaphosa, then his deputy, stepped in and after 15 months in office was elected into presidency following his party's win at the May 8th elections. Ramaphosa will be inaugurated as the country's fifth president and is expected to use his newfound mandate to continue the mammoth task of fixing the economy. The country will be waiting with bated breath on what the president will say on his inauguration. Will this be the beginning of the realization of the new dawn? Lehana Tsotetsi, SABC News, Johannesburg.
As India prepares to vote in the final phase of its 6-week